Hey, what's going on, people? Your boy, man, Mike, coming at you guys with more Atlanta Falcons news. But before we get to the Atlanta Falcons news with this depth chart, all right, we got some big news coming out of the NFL right now. This is important, especially for Atlanta Falcons fans, New Orleans Saints fans as well. Slant Boy Thomas wants out. He wants out of New Orleans. He has requested a trade, but the question is whether or not he will be traded. I know when you look at this organization, man, has a lot of controversy going on right now. Patrick Robinson just abruptly retired. You're looking at, the salary cap. Can it be done? I have a video on AskMADMIKE Network, so head over to AskMADMIKE Network and check out the video on that. But Slant Boy he wants out. But let me know what you guys think about that. But let's get straight to this Atlanta Falcons news. The news update, man. The depth chart is out, and I want to get you guys' opinion and thoughts. I'm just going to read it for you. At quarterback, obviously Matt Ryan is the starter. A.J. McCarron right now is listed as the backup, and Felipe Franks as the third. The running back, this is interesting. This is mighty interesting for me, of course. But you have Mike Davis as a starter, but Cordero Patterson as the second guy. All right, and after that, you have Keith Smith starting fullback, but Cardre Olison, Deontay Foreman, Caleb Huntley, and Javian Hawkins. So it's obviously that Cordero Patterson is really catching a lot of, this offense eye. You have a guy like Mike Davis. Obviously, he's a starter, and you know what he can do. But Cordero Patterson is going to be that guy that can get us some big-time plays. And, with a guy like Dave Ragone who knows how to use him, I think it's going to be interesting to say the least. But Cardre Olison, at this point in time, is the third back. And I think the Falcons are going to use a multi-back system where they're going to rely on the hot hand, quite frankly. Receivers, obviously, it's but Calvin Ridley, Christian Blake, Chris Rowland, Juwan Green, Jamon Moore, Antonio Nunn. Most of these guys won't make the roster, but Russell Gage is a starter. Olamide Zaccheaus, Ty Sharp, Trevor Davis, Frank Darby, and Austin Tremmel. Again, a lot of these guys will not make it, but Hayden Hurst, Kyle Pitts, John Rain. All right, that's an interesting name. All right, John Rain is a player that I don't expect to make the roster, but Lee Smith, Parker Heath, and Ryan Becker. All right, left tackle, Jake Matthews, Jason Sprigg, William Street, and those guys may not, make the roster. But left guard, Josh Andrews is a name that I think, is really kind of surprising me, to be honest, man. Left guard, Josh Andrews is a guy that is definitely, he's the starter right now. He's listed as the starter, but Matt Hennessy is the starting center. Drew Dahlman as well. So you got the right guard, Chris Lindstrom, Willie Wright, and Bryce Hargrove. But right tackle right now, Willie Beavers, Caleb McGarry, and Jalen Mayfield. All right, this is the offense. All right, the defense. You got Grady Jarrett, and this is interesting because this is a 4-3 alignment. Grady Jarrett is a defensive lineman. Marlon Davidson is his backup. Taquan Graham, the nose. All right, the nose. Tyler Davidson, Chris Slayton, John Atkins, Olive Sagapulu. I hope I said his name right. But Jonathan Bullard is an interesting name as a starter for this Atlanta Falcons 3-4 defense. So Jonathan Bullard, John Kaminsky, and Zach Dahl, these guys are going to be the starters. But outside linebacker, this is where it gets interesting for me. Jacob Tutui Mariner, Brandon Copeland, Sharif Miller, Adekumpo Ogumdeji, all right? Deion Jones, Michael Walker, and Dorian Etheridge. All right, another inside linebacker. All right, we talk Foyesade, aka Foye Oluokun, Emmanuel Ellaby, and Errol Thompson. Outside linebacker again, Stephen Means, Dante Fowler Jr., Tuzard Skipper. All right, these guys are the outside linebacker, but obviously you can see that these guys are going to be the starter. These guys are going to be the starter. But AJ Terrell, Chris Williamson, Kenneth Sheffield is behind Chris Williamson. Now that is interesting. Marcus Murphy, Fabian Moreau, Isaiah Oliver is the slot corner behind Fabian Moreau. But Derek Abrams Jr., Darren Hall, Avery Williams, but the safety. All right, this is another interesting thing. But you know, these guys are going to have to earn it. Eric Harris, T.J. Green, Richie Grant. It's the third string, but Deron Harmon, Jalen Hawkins, those guys are the starters at safety. Of course, the special teams with Younghoe Koo, Cameron, I don't know how to say his name, and I'm not going to attempt to it, but Cameron whatever his name is. All right, okay. I'm not going to butcher that name, but Josh Harris obviously is the long snapper. Cameron Niazalek. Look, I'm just sorry. All right, but the punt returner, Chris Rowan, Avery Williams, but the kick returner, all right, the punt returner, all right, Chris Rowan and Avery Williams, but the kick returner is Cordero Patterson and Chris Rowan. So when you look at this depth chart, do you guys see anything out of the ordinary that you kind of have, you know, second thoughts about? Do you see anything that is interesting? Let me know. Leave your comments below. And do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Your boy, Mad Mike, is out, man. Peace.